Hey guys, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we're going to do the detailed review of the camera on the Lumia 532. So the Lumia 532 is a brand new smartphone under the budget category from Microsoft, and it sports a 4-inch display, 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 200 processor with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal storage. Apart from that, it also features a 5 megapixel rear camera and a VGA front facing camera. So that is the spec aspect of the device. Now let's get started in the detailed review. So this is a 5 megapixel rear camera. This is very similar to other devices with a 5 megapixel camera, namely the Lumia 525, 530 and also the 520 all have 5 megapixel camera. Now let's open the interface. So with the Lumia Denim update, that's Windows Phone 8.1 update, what Microsoft has done is remove the default camera app from Windows Phone, and now the Lumia camera app is the default camera app. So when you open the camera app, you can see this is the Lumia camera app. So as we all know, Lumia camera app is one of the best camera apps available, and you can customize whole lot of features available. So you can just use this mechanism here to customize each of them, or you can just swipe from here to get this radial interface. So you have the white balance, ISO, shutter speed and also the brightness levels. So that's the available option. So we can select whatever way you want in your photos. Now going back to the interface, if you swipe here, you have the settings. So we can select lenses. So lenses are useful if you want to, say for example, you want to scan QR codes, or you can use lenses for other features, for scanning documents using Office Lens. So now we can switch to front facing camera. There is timer, bracketing, settings, tutorials, feedback and about. So if you go to the settings, there are a couple of things. So one is the framing grids, second is aspect ratio. You can have 4:3 aspect ratio or 16:9 aspect ratio. So that was the picture settings. Now going to the video settings, we can see there is framing grids again. Resolution for video maximum is 480p. So that's the default option available. Either it can be 848 by 480 or 640 by 480. That's FWVGA or the VGA resolution. So there is no support for HD or full HD video recording. Although the processor supports, that's Snapdragon 200 processor supports HD video recording. This is a restriction in most Windows phones, the budget smartphones. This is a restriction put by Microsoft. So there is only 480p recording. That's very low resolution, considering most of the Android smartphones have the HD and full HD video recording in this price category. So that is the settings available for this camera. Now going back to the interface, you can adjust the options from here as well. So you can see here shutter speed, ISO, white balance and a whole lot of options available. And you can see, you can just swipe from here to go to the smart sequence. So smart sequences will take photos in a sequence. So that's another useful option since we have the Lumia camera. Then if you swipe, we have the video recording. As we said, video recording has only 480p support. That's a very low quality. So that was the interface. So interface wise, it's pretty decent camera because it has this Lumia camera. You have a few options available. But two main issues with the camera are, one is it's a fixed focus camera, and second is there is no flash. So these are the two main disadvantages of using this camera. Even though there are many Lumia devices which do not feature a flash, lack of autofocus is one really big issue, because you can't take close-up shots, you can't focus objects. It's like it's the fixed focus, and it will go blurred in a lot of occasions. So that's one big issue. So without flash, another issue is that you can't take shots in the night unless there is adequate amount of lighting. The photos will look black, or there won't be any clarity at all. So these are the two main issues with this device. So when we tested the Lumia 435 camera, we said that the 2 megapixel camera was way too below average when compared to a lot of other Android phones in this price category. Now let's see the samples taken from this device. So let's have a look at them. So here are the daylight captures, and you can see from the daylight captures the photos have come pretty decent. There is decent clarity, but the main issue with this the photo is the detailing and lack of sharpness. it's a lot blurred and noisy even with the daylight shots. That's one big issue, because the 5 megapixel camera is not able to capture a lot of details in the photo. But overall the colors look pretty decent, although they are not really vibrant, because again this is just a 5 megapixel shooter. But having said that, there is improvement with respect to the Lumia 530. The 530 also had a 5 megapixel fixed focus, so the photos are looking much better than the Lumia 530, although it might be using the same 5 megapixel camera. So that's the daylight shots. Now moving on to the close-up captures or the macro captures, you can see they have gone blurred because of the lack of autofocus, and as we said before, the fixed focus doesn't help with close-up captures. They have gone all blurred, and unless you hold the device at a distance where the fixed focus can capture pretty decent photos. So that's one big issue with this device. So if you're looking for a device with pretty decent camera skills, then this is not really worth buy, because this has a fixed focus camera and there is also no flashlight. A lot of devices from Android have at least 8 megapixel camera, which have really good camera capabilities. So that's where the Lumia 532 lacks. So these were the daylight captures. Now moving on to the low light imaging abilities. Since this has a Lumia camera, it does have some post processing, and you can see that with adequate amount of lighting, the photos have come with a decent amount of clarity. But again, they are noisy. That's because of the fact that this is just a 5 megapixel shooter. Again, if you see the photos taken in low light, you can see that there isn't much clarity. Unless there is a good amount of artificial lighting, the photos are not really good. So this is a device where you can't expect any great photography skills, whether it's daylight or even the low light. But daylight, it does produce average shots, but comparing to the competition, it's way below average. So that's the issue with this budget Lumia devices. So Microsoft has again cut down on the camera to reduce the cost of the device. So as a result, the camera performance is way too low. So that was the picture quality. Now moving on to the video recording. Again, as we said, this device supports only 480p recording. That's again really low resolution when we have 720p and 1080p support on most Android phones. 480p recording quality is way too low. It's there is no sharpness and detailing, and it's a lot noisier, and it can't be used for any purpose. So recording videos using this device is not a really feasible option, because the video quality is very low. So that was the video recording on the Lumia 532 with a 5 megapixel camera. So that was a detailed camera review of the Lumia 532. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions, drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.